Welcome back to Monarch Smart TV, everyone. And if this your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'm telling y'all, like up this video, and I'm begging y'all, share this video out. We got good information. We got inside information. We also got people that was there, that was in the front row seat, that seen it all, that seen other people that got shot, other people that got killed. We also got inside scoop of individual that seen the shooter before it even happened. So if y'all ready, strap on your seatbelt and get your popcorn, get your chips, get your spliff, get whatever y'all need to get comfy, relax, put your legs up and check out the facts. Okay, now my good people, the first thing I'ma show y'all and let y'all listen to is the person that seen the actual shooter before he tried to assassinate the former president Donald J. Trump. I want y'all to listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, and check this out.
We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? My man is right there. He's seen it all before it actually happened. And he was trying to get law enforcement attention. You know what I'm saying? He could show them that is a person, a shooter on the roof with a rifle. But I don't know, for some reason, they probably didn't hear him. They was ignoring him. Like, proper investigation gotta happen to see if more people was involved. Who knows if if police was involved, or who knows? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, my man was trying to get Secret Service attention, police anybody attention. I don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find out what really went down. Proper investigation got to go on. Secret Service got to get deep into this. Law, feds, everybody.
Him, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That is so crazy right there. That is super, super crazy and insane, ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? There is no way you could have somebody right there telling y'all is a shooter right there on the roof. And imagine, I don't understand, Secret Service, they should already patrol all those areas and make sure nobody can get on top of nowhere. You feel me? Bro, this should have never happened. They got too comfy. I guess when you the former president, you don't have that much Secret Service anyway. You got a few of them. But if you the president, it's a whole bunch. It would have been way more secure. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, I'm wondering who is behind all of this. We already know who the shooter is. I'm about to get to that in a second. But I want to know who's really behind this. Because they trying to assassinate their rival. That's not good at all. So we gonna get to the bottom of this. But in the meantime, I want y'all to check out this other person that was there in the front row. You feel me? Check this out.
Thanks for having me. I'm still at the rally. It's all very chaotic. But I was in the front row, and President Trump had just announced me and had suggested I come up and invited me to come up on the stage. And then he said, no, he'll have him come up in a minute or two. And then there were a number of shots, and the crowd just sort of, went to the ground, and the Secret Service came and, very quickly tackled the president. But there were 7 or 8 shots, and it was hard to tell whether they came from one direction or from 2 different weapons. It wasn't clear. At least I couldn't tell. And then sadly, someone behind me up in the bleachers was definitely wounded. And there was a lot of blood, and, the police came in and helped carry that person out of the stand. So they.
You hear that, right? Other people got killed, and I heard it's a couple more that's in critical condition. I don't know if they stable yet, but as far as I know, they are in critical condition. Cause the shooter used a AR-15, so those long range rifles with long bullets. When you get hit by that, it's over for you. Yo, Trump was a lucky. God is with Trump. The bullet pierced his ears. So, a couple inches over, and it would have been over. It would have been a headshot, and it would have been over for him. Yo, my people, it's crazy. God is with Trump, my people. Other people die, and the shooter was the first shot fire. Trump hold on to his ear. It hit his ears, pierce it. Yo, my good people.
They could get the care they needed. I'm not sure if others were injured or not. It was all, as you might imagine, very chaotic. But it was a very scary moment, obviously, because our president and innocent bystanders were under siege.
Yeah, sir, can you tell us how many people had gathered there today? It looked like quite the turnout. And also, can you just take us through what you saw from your perspective? Did it come from your left side or your right side, or where was it in relation to where you were located?
Yeah, I don't, it was an enormous crowd. I had asked a number of law enforcement officers, and they had said something around 15,000. So I don't know if that's an official number, but it was certainly huge.
You hear that? Over 15,000 people was here trying to listen to Donald Trump. 15,000, and my man let bullets fly in the crowd trying to assassinate Donald Trump.
And it just kept coming and coming. It was building throughout the day. It's hard to tell, but at least some of the shots, I was sitting to President Trump's right as he was facing the crowd, and I was in the front row. It felt like some of the shots came from his left side, which would make sense because someone behind me was hit. So it felt like at least some came from that side of the crowd. And as I said, I couldn't tell whether it was one gun or two, but there were 7 or 8 shots, just one right after another.
Well, and Dave, you're an Iraq War vet. You have served us in uniform voluntarily like these law enforcement folks out there today. So it is unmistakable to you that these were gunshots. This was a firearm.
Yeah, it definitely seemed to be the case. I'm no expert on this, but it sounded like a small caliber weapon of some sort. Initially, I thought it might be fireworks or something, but then the succession of the shot, I think it was clearly a weapon.
Well, we already found out from source that it was an AR-15, but my man was so far away, you could barely hear the sound. We hear the shots, but it wasn't close range where it sounds like a rifle. It sounds like it was a little small gun at close range, but come to find out, it was an AR-15 shooting from a far good distance. That it already got a couple people in critical condition. One died, and the first bullet pierced Trump's ears. Just a little inches to his left, he would have been gone. This is an assassination attempt, ladies and gentlemen, big time.
Firearm, and as I said, I couldn't tell whether it was 1 or 2. But clearly, this was, from my vantage point, as someone who was there, it seemed very much an attack directed at the president. And
yo, this is crazy. And soon as this happened, the fake news came out with a whole bunch of reports talking about this was staged, saying this situation looked like Donald Trump staged this, and it also got people to believe this. Like people do not use their common sense nowadays, yo. Soon as the fake news fabricate any story, they believe. They actually said this was staged. And I'm saying to people, you actually believe the Secret Service is going to waste their time and try to plan a assassination? How stupid stupid are people? Yo, I had to laugh. And this was before they found out any information. This is before they found out that people actually died. People is in critical condition. They just and I'm telling you about the mainstream media. Yo, this is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So you know the mainstream media could get anybody, especially the weaklings, the followers, to believe anything. If Donald Trump had died, they would have said it's a stage. He just practicing to go to hell. It's not real. And these stupid people would have still believe. Yo, it's crazy how these people think, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy, crazy. We got to watch what you watch. You can't let the program you. You have to dig and do your own research nowadays. For years, they've been tricking y'all. Yo, it's crazy.
A very scary moment.
Sir, can you tell us again about the person you saw who was injured or wounded? Again, man or woman, and what sort of condition did you notice they were in?
It was hard to tell. A number of people sitting around this person. It looked like a man. It was a large person.
Right now, we got some other breaking news right now. I hear that police is actually at the shooter house right now. So let's move straight to that. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the shooters live at. And I heard it wasn't too far from the rally. So he had everything planned out. And this is where he's at right here. They got the street blocked off and the police is raiding his house right now. It's crazy. Let me turn that sound down while we watch what's going on. They got his whole street blocked off every direction. They up in his crib trying to see what the motive is and stuff of that nature. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. You know we got the inside scoop every time. You know what I'm saying? We always gonna bring the latest to y'all, all the dramatic stuff, all the stuff people don't want y'all to know. We got the facts. That's why this is Monarch Smart TV. I'm bringing the truth to y'all, the facts, nothing fabricated. Everything I bring to y'all, y'all could Google it. I don't make up stories. I'm not giving you opinions or none of that. I'm giving you the facts every time. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, what they trying to do to this man. Nobody don't need to be going through all of this. First, they trying to prison him from no charges. They even try to say his business deals that he did was illegal when all the banks agreeing that everything was good. They got paid and interest and they want to do business with him again. But yet still, the system still trying to prison this man. Georgia, they trying to prison him. Talking about he created that January 6th, whatever stuff they talking about. And we all know that was all fabricated. Then with that female thing, like nothing like that, like whatever he did with the female, facts are it's not real. Ain't nothing illegal. They just making up stuff, and now they realize the Supreme Court turned all that stuff down, because you know the Supreme Court deal with facts and the law. You can't fabricate stuff and bring it to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court turned all that down. They seen none of all that stuff they was trying to prison my man on didn't work. So now this the last step. Try to get rid of him. That's just, you know what I'm saying? It's facts. This not even an opinion. You seen what's happening? This was an assassination attempt. None of the other stuff that they was trying work. So now they trying to kill him. We don't know who's behind none of this. You feel me? So I'm not saying that person or that person is behind this. I don't know who's behind this. The shooter could be acting on his own. He could see that none of those other stuff don't work, and my last hope is trying to get rid of him. And you know what I'm saying? So I don't know who's behind this. I don't know if he was paid to do this. But he lived close by. And I heard he's only 20 years old. 20. Gave his whole life away. 20. Imagine that. It was a white guy in his 20s, and he used an AR-15 to try to do this assassination on the former president. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So that's all I want to bring y'all, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all be safe out there. Peace and love. And I'm up out of here.